Only 2 game weeks left to use your remaining FPL chips, as all of them have to be used ahead of game week 20. In this video I will take a look at the best possible wildcard and free hit team, and hopefully this video can be helpful if you're not using a chip and give some inspiration for your next transfers. Let's have a look. Let's start with the wildcard team. In goal, I've gone for Jordan Pickford, priced at 5.5 and selected by 10% of the managers. Considering Everton's fixtures, I think that he could be a really good option going forward. Only selected by 10%, so he is kind of a differential as well. He's not the cheapest goalkeeper, of course. 5.5 is quite expensive, but I think this can be worth it considering the fixtures as mentioned. On the bench, I have Dubravka, the only starting 4.0 goalkeeper, so it makes sense to have Dubravka in the team. In defense, I've gone for a really powerful and expensive trio at the back. Timber, he is in. I would like to have at least one Arsenal defender. They are heavily owned still, so if they keep a clean sheet and you don't own any of their defenders, your rank might take a hit. So Timber, he is in, priced at 6.5, selected by around 30% of the managers. He is still one of the defenders with the best attacking stats, so hopefully he can deliver in the upcoming game weeks. I have Guardiola in as well. He has actually scored 2 goals in the last 4 game weeks. Good fixtures for Man City. I think that Guardiola is one of the safest options from Man City at the moment. The last defender in my starting 11 is Van Dijk. I know Liverpool haven't been that solid recently, but I think with the upcoming fixtures that it will pick up a couple of clean sheets. Van Dijk, he is the most nailed on player in FPL at the moment. At least he's one of them. He is the captain for Liverpool. He usually plays 90 minutes. He can pick up defensive contributions. He can get attacking returns. And as mentioned, with the upcoming fixtures for Liverpool, I think they will pick up a couple of clean sheets as well. On the bench, I have Vandenberg. He is a solid defender. He picked up defensive contribution points in game week 16, and Brentford, they have some good fixtures coming up. I have Rodon as well, only priced at 4.1, so he is still really good value. In midfield, I've gone for Phil Foden. His price has gone up to 8.9 and its ownership is close to 40%, but in this form, I think it makes sense having Phil Foden in. Good fixtures as mentioned for Man City, and he can continue delivering. I have Bruno Fernandes as well, the talisman for Man United. On most set pieces, he can pick up defensive contribution points, and if Man United score, he is very heavily involved in their goals. So first choice penalty taker, nailed on to play close to 90 minutes every game week. So Bruno Fernandes, he is a really good FPL option. Wilson, really good value, did well in game week 16 for Fulham, and they have some good fixtures. Only priced at 5.8, so as mentioned, I think that Wilson is a really good enabler at the moment. The last midfielder in the starting 11 is Anthony Gordon. A big differential, only selected by 2.5% of the managers. He is the first choice penalty taker for Newcastle, so I think that he is a really good punt at the moment. I know that he hasn't delivered as mentioned, but considering the upcoming fixtures for Newcastle, I think that Anthony Gordon is a good punt. On the bench, I have Devaney. He's only priced at 4.3, so he is basically just a midfield fodder that lets me upgrade in other areas. Up front, I've gone for Erling Haaland, the most selected and also the most expensive player in FPL at the moment. I've talked about the Man City fixtures a couple of times already, so I think it makes sense including Erling Haaland on a wildcard. The next player is actually Jared Bowen. More of a differential, only selected by 7.5% of the managers. He is one of the most nailed on players like Van Dijk, like Bruno Fernandes. He will start most games for West Ham. This is really good when the fixtures get congested like we see in December and the festive period. So having Jared Bowen in, considering West Ham's fixtures as well, can be a really good idea. The last player on this team is Ekitike. Liverpool, as mentioned, some solid fixtures coming up. They have Gakpo injured, so Alexander Isak is still out of form. He will not start games for Liverpool, so I think that Ekitike is close to nailed on for Liverpool at the moment. He has done well in game week 15 and game week 16 he scored double-digit points, so Ekitike is a really good FPL option at the moment. So this would be my wildcard if I were to play mine in game week 18, but let's have a look at a free hit team as well. So on a free hit, I would pick the same goalkeeper as on a wildcard, Jordan Pickford. I think that he is a really good option at the moment considering Everton's fixtures. He can pick up save points. He is that kind of goalkeeper that usually is involved, and if he gets save points, he usually gets bonus points as well. So Jordan Pickford, he would be my goalkeeper of choice. On the bench, same as with the wildcard, Dubravka the only starting 4.0. A really solid defense with familiar names, Timber. I would like to cover the Arsenal defense, so having Timber in makes sense. Guardiola as well, he can pick up defensive contribution points and attacking returns as well, and a really good fixture for Man City playing away against Nottingham Forest. Van Dijk is in for some of the same reasons. He will start, he can deliver attacking returns, and he can pick up defensive contributions. So at home against Wolves, I think it makes sense taking a punt on a Liverpool defender. On the bench, I have Michael Keane. Same reasons for why I have Pickford, really good fixtures, and he is also one of the biggest threats when it comes to set pieces. So Michael Keane is in, and I also have Rodon, the 4.1 Leeds defender as well. In midfield, I think it makes sense including Phil Foden considering the form he's in at the moment. Close to 40% owned, and his price has gone up to 8.9. I think that he is a really good asset for game week 18. I have Wirtz in, more of a punt, selected by 6% of the managers, but considering the fixture for Liverpool playing at home against Wolves, I think there will be goals in this game. I think that Wirtz will start. So unless we get any information about Wirtz not starting, I think it makes sense having him on a free hit team. Wilson is in as well, really good value, and lets me upgrade in other areas of my team. The last midfielder in the starting 11 is Bukayo Saka. So he is the first choice penalty taker for Arsenal. Really good fixture for them playing at home against Brighton. So Bukayo Saka, he might do really well in game week 18. Up front, I've gone for Erling Haaland, so it's a triple up on Man City. I think this fixture is good for them playing against Nottingham Forest at the moment, and Erling Haaland, he can do well in game week 18. I have a big punt up front as well, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He is actually the player with the highest expected goal involvement in the last 4 game weeks, so I think that Calvert-Lewin, he is one of those players that he can be really cold, but at the moment he's actually quite hot. So I think that especially on a free hit, it makes sense to take a punt on Calvert-Lewin. Would I use a transfer to bring in him? Would I have him on a wildcard? I'm not really sure, but on a free hit, I would take the chance on Calvert-Lewin. The last player in this team is Ekitike. Really good form for Liverpool at the moment, and he looks likely to start in game week 18. Please let me know what you think about this free hit team in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you can give this video a like and subscribe to the channel.